Hello, you are welcome once again to New Focus Approach to Mathematics Basic 9. This is the revised edition, and in this video, we want to learn how to substitute values into a given formula and evaluate them. How we can substitute values into a given formula and evaluate them. This lesson can be found in page 118. So we'll take an example. Let's say we are to make R the subject of this relation, then again evaluate R when R1 is given and R2 is given. This is similar to what we did earlier in our previous video. So let's start. In making R the subject here, we first have to find the LCM. And our LCM will be the R itself, R1, and then R2. So we multiply through by the LCM. And so we can have 1 over R times R, R1, R2. This is equal to 1 over R1 also times R, R1, R2 plus 1 over R2 times R1, R, R1, and then R2. Then we can simplify this by saying that this R can cancel this so that we are left with R1, R2. This R1 will cancel this, leaving us with R, R2. This R2 will cancel R2, leaving us with R and R1. And since we are making R1 the subject, we group like terms, okay, or we can do factorization. So R2 will be equal to R coming out, we have R2 plus R1. And finally, if we divide both sides by R2 plus R1, we have our R to be R2 all divided by R2 plus R1. So that becomes the value, R when we are making R the subject. Then the next thing is to evaluate this same R when R1 is given and R2 is given. So again, we can say that this will be equal to R1 is 20 times R2 12 all divided by R2 12 plus R1, which is 20. So we can evaluate this and get our answer. So when you do it very well, you get 7.5 as your answer. Let's take another example and see. This question we have given f to be mx squared over v, make s the subject. Okay, so to make s the subject over here, we first multiply through by the LCM, and so we have fv is equals to ms squared. Now, since we want s squared, we divide both sides by m, divide here by m. So our s squared becomes fv over m. Right. So we want to find x, so we say let's root both sides, and so that we get square root of fv over m, and that becomes our value of x. Now, if the question has given you the value of f to be 24 times the value of v to be 12, all divided by m is 8, then we can simplify this. Okay, we can simplify this. We know 8 can divide 24 easily, and so we can do that. And that will be 4. So 4 times 12, so that will be 3, and 3 times 12 is 36. So 36, that is square root of 36, and then that will give us 6. And so for the value of x, when f is given, m is given, and v is given, will give us 6. Okay, we'll take the last example for this one. For the last example, we have been given t squared plus into bracket c minus b over a, all into brackets. We have t is equals to 8, b is equals to -8, and c is equals to 12, while a is -1. So straight away, we make substitution and then we evaluate. So 8 squared will be, into bracket, we have C, and C is 12, minus B, B is -8, okay, and then all divided by A, -1. So while this one is giving you 8 squared, the bracket will give us 12 plus 8, all divided by -1. Of course, so 64 plus, into the bracket we have 20 divided by -1, which means that the work can be written as 64 minus 20, and 64 minus 20 should give us 44. So to evaluate this expression with the given values, the answer is 44. I'm sure this has been a blessing to you. Thanks so much for watching.